If you believe your idea is worth revolutionizing the planet, then you will naturally attract the right people into your life that can give you the support, the help, and the tools you need to transform that simple idea, that seed, into a tall tree, a tree for all to see. But first you need the willpower to show the world who you are and what you stand for. Because in this world, intuitively, psychically, we are not at that level where we can instantly look at someone and just know what they're here to do. Because a lot of people don't know what they're here to do. It takes self-mastery. So the more that you step into your self-mastery, the more that you know who you are and what you came here to do and have truly clarity of mind, focused on what matters, and that is your higher purpose, your higher calling, connection, creating synergy with yourself and others, a team. You are here to create a team. That's the part of the process of unifying the globe. We start with teams, and they build. They become global teams. And through the process, teams connect with other teams, and those teams connect with other teams, and those teams connect with other teams, and as soon as you know it, our whole entire world is one team. First, you need to walk forward in life. Everything that you do, you're standing for your brilliant idea. When people ask you, what do you want to do? You tell them exactly. You don't just tell them what they want to hear. If your idea is as normal as creating something such as curing cancer, and let's say you're not even good at science, tell that to a person. Don't just say, well, I would like to be a teacher, and I would just like to be a businessman or a businesswoman and just have just a life of writing books or life of just being a nurse. And that's not what you feel in your hearts of heart that is your highest calling. Don't say it. Don't tell them. Someone asks me what I would like to be, my vision of life, I would say I would like to be a director that works with Steven Spielberg, M. Night Shyamalan, person that gets the privilege to have Jim Carrey in her film, gets to work with Mike Cahill. That is just a glimpse of the higher purpose. I can't even conceptualize with my brain the higher purpose and how interconnected it is with so many people already existing in this world. But your purpose, you're meant to make a team. But first you must start with believing in your idea. It's a seed now and may just be in your mind. But imagine when it goes into your heart and you just radiate that idea that you're here to be a participant on the goings of life, not just to just observe, but to actually revolutionize everything. Change the very fabric of this world and what we think it is, how we think we should live, what we think humans are, what animals are, what the ocean is, what the universe is. It begins to spread around your body, and you see flowers growing outside of your body. These seeds, it just spreads all over your body. And then as soon as you know, it's like you have a rash and it's just everywhere. And you just feel propelled forward by it. Because you know that is what I'm here to do. That is clarity of mind. And it's not just a seed living in the back of your mind. It's living in your heart and it's spread. The seed now is duplicate. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's all spreading and flowers are growing out of your body. And that's how you know you're showing yourself to the world. No one can see the seed in the back of your mind, but they can see the flower that's on your skin. And people know. They just know that you're going to do something amazing. Because everything that you stand for is abnormal. That's how they know you're going to do something amazing. All things that revolutionize always start as being abnormal. It's kind of how it is. That's how change is. But the more you embrace your abnormal, and the more that you recognize that being abnormal with your ideas doesn't mean that you are odd, that you are strange. It means that you have a revolutionary mind. You are a shaker. I'm a shaker. It's time that you become a shaker. The more shakers we have, the more that we will begin to stand for what we want, rather than believing that the world is already filled to the top. Let's explore space now. It's already filled. We have everything. We've explored everything. We've explored such little of the ocean, and we are already wanting to explore the entire universe. Are we ready for that? That's an ethical question. Are we ready to explore space? Even though humanity seems like it needs help. It needs to be connected before we can go ahead and do that. Private groups are doing that. Teams are doing that, exploring space. But the greatest thing would be a global team exploring space. Instead of the US, instead of Russia, can you imagine all the resources coming together? One team? Not just Russia space, not just America space, no Japanese space, but we come together and form this one team. We already sort of have it. We share off ideas, we're piggybacking off of each other's ideas, we're helping each other. But how about we have this one facility where all of these global individuals come together and we create this global space thing. Can you imagine that? That there would answer the question, the ethical question of, are we ready to go to space? And I would say yes. Because if we were ever to meet an alien being, what would we say? Ask, hi, nice to meet you. I'm from America. Hi, nice to meet you. I am from Japan. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm from Russia. The aliens would be like, what? You are from this world and that world? And you are from that world? We need to say, hi, nice to meet you. I'm from Earth. So it's time that we start acting like one being, instead of Earth is as though we are kind of shacking up with each other. Like we're all just different, and we're just kind of shacking up with each other, and we're kind of like, I don't know what to do with each other. I don't know what to do with Japan. I don't know what to do with Italy. I don't know what to do. We're one Earth. And you begin to really realize that when you step outside of Earth and you think of the questions that we would ask to UFOs, aliens. And aliens, most likely, they would look at us and they wouldn't see the color of our skin. They would see our frequency. And they would most likely look at our frequency, because remember, they're going to be higher evolved beings, much more higher evolved. And the very higher evolved concept is unifying one team. That seems to be the most troubling thing, the most challenging thing, is unifying. But we're so close. We're so close. We're there. This took us thousands of years, but we're there. So can you imagine an advanced alien civilization They're probably one being. They probably all look the same. They're so interconnected that 12 beings could compress themselves into one being. That's probably how interconnected they are. One being could become 12,000 beings. That's how interconnected they are. Can you just visualize that? We couldn't possibly do that right now because we still have this wall from me and you, this wall. So if we wanted to kind of melt together, you would say, there's this wall that keeps us divided, this wall of our belief systems that you are Japanese, I am American, you are Russian, I am American. And that is our ideologies, really. But think about it, if we were to go to space and ask the aliens what they think of us. What do you think of us? They probably wouldn't say anything because they probably evolved to telepathic communication. And they probably can't even see our physical body. They could probably see through us. We're transparent to them because their eyes have probably advanced so much that they can literally see through our body and see our organs, see even our blood flowing, our heart pumping. You could see the plaque, in our bloodstream. They could probably see it all distortions in our body. You know what? They would probably look at our frequency and they could see it all. And they would be able to tell if we were ready to truly interact with them. I've seen UFOs. It's wonderful looking at. It's interesting because I'm always in an altered state of consciousness when I see them. It's like I'm elsewhere. I'm here, but it's a different feeling. It's like you've eaten a mushroom and you're sort of in a little high or something. And I've always gotten this feeling that they're waiting for us. They're waiting for me, they're waiting for you. They're waiting for us to unify. I always get that feeling when I see them. That they reveal themselves, meaning they come into our third dimension reality. And they reveal themselves to those who see, who are truly unified with others, with themselves, with the plants, with the trees, with the animals. So when you're unified, you are generous. Because a person that is starving, a person that is sad, a person that is in pain, you are in pain. Because you are them. And they are you. Think about it. If I were become one being, literally one physical entity with 12 beings, I would be meshing all of those emotions into one emotion. So imagine if I'm meshing with, just imagine 12 people, just random people in the world, one from Middle East, one from Central America, one from Hawaii, one from Japan, one from Russia, Canada, and all of those people just happen to be depressed or sad or lonely, confused, lost. I would take on all of those emotions. What kind of entity would I be? I would be sad. I would be confused. I would feel alone. I would feel a little bit of happiness. So think of that. If you were to mesh with 12 beings around the whole world, would you want to? Would you want to take on those person's emotions? The aliens, the advanced beings, can compress themselves from 12 into one single being and be in harmony. Be complete harmony, not be like this, like, oh my god, there's so emotions, oh my god, I have pain, and then I have confusion, and I'm alone, and I feel happy, and then I feel like this. That is what we would be if we were to take 12 beings, put them all together into one entity. But the higher evolved aliens could do it, because they're already in harmony with each other. They've all balanced. They're all unique, but they're all in sync with each other. All in sync. But us, if you take 12 people and put them next to each other, just random people, from different, you could say, different walks of life, different backgrounds, different perspectives, have different ideologies, have different dogma, you could see a division that's breaking down now. Because we're recognizing with space itself, exploring space, that we want to stand for the world, not just for the culture we live in when we meet aliens. And the aliens are waiting for that. If they are truly advanced, much higher advanced than we are, because we seem to know it all as the world, we already are a really full cup, so we think that we are pretty brilliant. We don't need anything else to learn. I got my PhD, I have nothing else to learn. And then we meet an alien and we realize, oh my gosh, we are not as advanced as we think we are. We're pushing to be advanced because we're competing with our own selves, the own self that says, more, need more. But I feel like we have on Earth, we should turn back the energies from space and turn it back inward to Earth. And look at the oceans, look at the mountains. We have so much more we can discover. So much more on Earth. I think that we should begin this team that I've mentioned in the earlier. The team, one unified team, coming together, sharing ideas before we begin traveling in space. Because I don't think we should travel space as a divided Earth. Japan, Russia. So that is some thought. Some thought for you to contemplate about.